Hey everyone, it's Bobbie at BloominHearts. Just wanted to show you a really cute card I made. I'm calling this my happy card because it can be happy anything. This one I've made Happy Father's Day, and on the inside I've just stamped a couple of balloons and put "It's your day." So what you're going to need for this card is a half a sheet of Whisper White. It's cut at 4 1/4 and it's the full length of 11, scored at 5 1/2, and then folded in half to make your A2 card. I've used the balloon Thinlits to cut out the balloon shapes, and the happy die from the Hello Thinlits set. And then I used the embossing folder with the small dots for the embossed background. It's a really easy card to put together, and it's really cute. You can make it Happy Father's Day or Mother's Day, Happy Birthday, Anniversary, Happy You're My Friend, just happy anything. So it's a really cute card. I hope you enjoyed this video. And what we're going to need to do is sponge the edges of the balloon to give it a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to use the Marina Mist. Now I have had in the past fought with this, with the Daubers and what have you, but I've discovered that most all the time I either have too much ink or I'm applying too much pressure is why I get the little streaks and circles. It's very irritating when that happens to you. So I have discovered if I stamp off on my paper and just barely use a real light feather touch, it does a lot better. You can always add more, but you can't take it away. And if you get a streak, you got a streak. And it's very irritating because you can't get rid of it. So just use a light touch, stamp it off, and start off of your paper and just go around the edges. And when you get over to what actually is the left side, you can feather it in a little bit more than you do on the right side. Gives it a little bit more of a dimension, so it gives it more of a rounded shape. So I'm just going to keep swirling around here until I get enough ink on this side. There, I think that ought to be good enough. Okay, and that was the Marina Mist and one of the Daubers. Close up the stamp pad. I always manage to get some on me somehow. Okay, so if you look at the back side of a balloon that's not done, you can see what a difference that makes when just going around the edges. It gives it much more dimension. So I've already got 2 balloons completed to put on the card. I just wanted to show you how I got to that point. And then I had some of the fun foam like your kids use. I don't know if I've got a piece of it left over here. Yeah, I got a little bit. I've got it attached to a piece of cardstock. This fun foam like your kids use, I just adhered it with snail to a piece of Whisper White, and then I cut it with the happy, and if you lay your stamp right on the cardstock side, it goes completely through the cardstock and the foam. That way you can make your own 3D embellishment. You can see the negative here. So all I have to do is pop out the little centers, and you can see they just come right out. Well, I said that, and then this one doesn't want to. That one didn't go all the way across the foam as easy as it usually does. It just pops right out, but it did come out, so no problem if it works. So we'll get all these popped out. Okay. And then you will need a little bit of baker's twine to tie the balloons together at the base, so you can kind of gather them together. Get this last piece of foam out of here. There we go. So there's your happy cutout. It turns out really nice, and it gives you the dimension. Okay, so what we need to do is take our cardstock with some dimensionals, and we're going to pop up this embossed background. It turns out a really cute card, and it's so easy and quick to make. Put some on the edges, just so it doesn't flatten out as it goes through the mail. And you'll find out when you use this fun foam that it goes through the mail just fine. And even if it gets squished down when you're running it through your Big Shot, it'll pop right back into place. Get all these backs off here. Goodness, I put a lot of them on there, didn't I? Okay, got them all off, I think. Yeah. So we're just going to center this over the Whisper White card base. And I've got it cut smaller so that the balloons will hang off the edge just a little bit. And we're going to use I used the fun foam also to make little strips for the balloon, for the strings, and I cut a little sliver of it to put across the top so it looked like it's actually tied, if you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to need, I got to get another pack of dimensionals out here real quick. I've been going through a lot of these lately, but that's okay. Okay, let's put the purple one down first, and I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on it. Put it up here and kind of angle it so the strings will go together. And then we'll put 2 on the right hand side of this one and a glue dot towards the left side, just so it'll stick to the Wisteria Wonder balloon. And I'm going to let the string go down that way. Now we can take our twine, and I like to use a glue dot on the twine so that when I stick it down to make my bow, it's not wiggling all over the place. It stays put where I want it. So I'm going to tie it right down here and tie my bow. I can get a hold of it. Okay. Let me put my strings down a little bit. Excuse me. That one's a little bit big. Goodness. Okay. There's the ties. And then all we need to do is stick the happy on there, and then you can choose if you want birthday, anniversary, whatever, you know. It's just so many so many occasions, and you always seem to need a card for some type of occasion that's more or less a celebration of something. And when can you go wrong with a congrats card or a birthday card, or, you know, it could be anniversary. I sent one to a friend the other day and just said, I'm happy that you're my friend, because I am. So there's so many different occasions where you can use something like this, and if you just have a few made ahead in your stash, an occasion comes up, you're ready. Okay, just put some little dabs of glue on the back side of the happy, and now we can stick it down across the balloons. And I wanted to do the white on white so the focus stayed on the balloons and not on the background. So there's your card. You trim off these little stems a little bit, and that's it. It's done. Isn't that the cutest thing? I just love that card. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If so, leave me a message. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you, see what your thoughts are, what you'd like to see in the future. If you have any interest in becoming a demonstrator or would like a catalog, please contact me. I would love to hear from you. Thanks a lot, and remember, when you give a card, you give a smile. See you later. Bye.